The Smithsonian over. Yes, this is the Smithsonian over. A house of cotton. We're busy like nailing things down and, you know, putting everything on the QT. Why? How can we help you? There's joints supposed to be in America. Joints. Ooh. Right lads, I'm back. Got to do what? Saw, screws, some wood. Myself and the bro was up here yesterday, lads. It doesn't no justice on camera. You have to be standing there looking at the size of these lumps of wood. Like, look at this. Soared into the bottom of these things now, look. They're big, they're heavy. Another thing about this, lads, it's jet black the whole way through. Black, jet black. I said that must be in the river hundreds of years, right? What is this one with the video now? I mean, there's a ball of it there, right? That just came out there. It's hanging into the water like that. Now it's gone clear. Alright, lads. Majestic, majestic. Sometimes you look at all the ball of roots in it. Buried in there, lads, by donkey's ears. Busting after calf muscles. That's sound effects, lads, if you never have them before. That makes me chest full of hogweed now. That might look like a tree, lads, but it's not a tree. That's all the shit that we pulled up. I mean to say stacked up, right? Some cotton, like, no lie, man, it's pulling and it's dragging. And all that black stuff, that's all the stuff that's under the water. All the fucking bedded in bags and just rubbish everywhere. Look at that for a mountain of shit, lads. I ain't not messing with you. What's the size of these, lads? Out of one hole now, this is just one bit. You have no idea the shit that's coming out of it. Same yesterday. Let's do one, boys. I'll tell you one piece. Keep it like a fork or something. It's living on top of the dirty devil's spit. Oh. The wood, lads, I'm not messing with you. They're big nuts. Lumps of wood, lads. Trees is right there. Fucking trees right there now. Not small about me. Some of the tree, lads. Right. Cut that one out. Not feel. Get down there, see, coming back up there. All over that one hole there, lads. Ooh! Well, thank God it's cloudy. Thank God. Boom! So you want to know about that, boys? A long walk up here, man. Trust me, long old hard. At least we have it flattened down some bit now, like, but still. Even past that tree. So now today my plan is, I'll show you in the video, I did a bit of work we done yesterday. So my plan is to fix that there. Oh boys, she won't be going anywhere. Right, lads, to do a bit of there's a screwdriver head to drill holes through the plastic handle. The saw gave way, so I'm gonna sort it out, like, you know. I brought 2 butterfly nuts with me for the occasion. So, see how we get on. She's ready to go again, lads. Happy days, because without her I was ghost. So now, look at Eddie Lovely playing away there. Down we go. Right, there's your mate for a good stand. Good shit. Oh, it's fun. Boys, I'm using this there for a hammer. Myself, I'm in an aqua spot. I was swinging and busted it off my door. Ooh. Throw it over that now. There's a little grip in it. There she goes, bye. Now that's what I've done there was just draw pins down that way, then put the wood behind it, and then draw pins in that way, so it's locked in there, like they can't go away in the flood. They'll always be there, as long as the bank don't fall in. Same here. Pinned all over the place, and I drove big screws into this baby to keep her there. She's solid as though, a grand spot no less for standing on. Doing a bit of fishing. Here was nothing but hogweed. It was just like that all over the place. Look, it was just a jungle. You see that now, though? That grand spot there now for getting up and down, look, not messing with you. We did hook a fish, you can play him away there, you can land him there and everything. And hopefully you'll release him again. But so, there's a landing. That's a grab onto that. So it's solid, that's going to go nowhere. Grab onto that. Put your foot onto that other solid bit there. Because the bank is so bad here, every time you drive your foot into it, it crumbles. So you're constantly digging into the bank. With this now, there's no need for it. Pin and screw this pin this way, pin that. Look, they're going nowhere. So look, off of that. Hold on to that. So it says, look, it's child spray now. And up you go. Look, there's the majestic steps now going down there now. Step 1, step 2. A rail to hold on to, a yoke to climb up with. And you're the happy fisherman. Or woman. You get me, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Woo! So I'm going to build something there. Sort out something there for when the rain comes. Not too much, just a little place to keep the old bit of gear dry. So I'll get back to that. My little job I done over here, lads. She mightn't be the prettiest, but when I tied her up now, she'll be grand. Starting that on, use that, supported the normal branch that was there with a bit of support under here. And then put a bit of support there, screwed it all up. Not messing with you, lads, she's solid as. So, I'm going to tie it up in here now and make it all yoke there, like to put a cup of tea on. Even though you can use this perfect, it's like a table. Ooh, I tell you one thing, boys, I swear to be bait now through you. I'll cut back another few bits here. I'm going to tidy this up. It's going to be the bee's knees, people. The bee's fucking knees. Yup. A diddly 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 yup. Yup. Can't bear them by Walt, the best of the lot. They're all about the best old working gear. That's what I does. Like, you know, I does everything and anything, man. I'm a jack of all trades, me. And I'm fucking good at it too. You wouldn't think it looking at this little setup though. But you see, she'll do the job. I don't want to be doing overkill. Just tip away, make her useful for purpose, and that's what she is. Diddly 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 diddly. Roll on the floods, roll on the rain. Come on! I mean to say we didn't get a proper flood since last year, I mean to say. We don't listen to goofy places down along there. Oh, so here's a little setup I made there now. Now a bit of a bench there to sit on, straightened it up. Put a bit of plastic over the top, held it on with screws. Left it loose at the back because you don't want the wind catching it, ripping it off. So it's just like it's hanging. Look, put the fishing gear under here with the rain. And if it was lashing, you can stand under here, look. And the water will just fall down behind you and you'll be in here dry. So it's majestic, like. And when it's not lashing raining, you're just, boom, chilling out here like that. Solid as a rock, lads, this thing. Solid as, no lie. Solid as. As I said, there's a support at the front and a support at the back of it, so best to hang up the bags under the shelter of the rain, standing there yourself. Screws along there for hanging more stuff. And there's all the gear back in there now. This bag, lads. There's the old bag about, lads. 20 notes on it. I think I gave Mr. Prices. Load of pockets in it, loads of sections, loads of insulation in it. Man, it's a grand job. 20 notes, American tourist for what that's worth. But up there now, you see under that? Well, now, she can piss raining. If it's lashing, you know, you can stand in here, you see? You keep an eye on the old river while you're at it. You can see off up that way as well. So, you get me? Stop, stand up in here like that. As I said now, lads, I didn't even tie on the back. I left the back blowing in the wind. That's all screwed on across there. And she's rolled. I've rolled up underneath, rolled around and then screwed. So she's never going over. As I said, I left the back loose because if I tighten down the back, the wind will catch it and wind up ripping it. So leave the back blow. And of course, a little bit of camouflage over the top. You know, I'll try another few bits up there in a while. So, bit of camouflage for it as well, you get me, lads? A couple of screws there hanging up the gear. That's my little setup there. Bit of fruit, iced tea, my bench. Solid as that little there bench. Ah, boys. So I built it off of that tree there, limb there, and I come out right now. I reinforced it, obviously. With a couple of bits. Plenty of screws to it. Yeah, look, it's something. Was nothing, it's just lump between the way. Now you can get in there, as I say, do a bit of fishing, you can sit down here, relax. I'll have my children out here with me now, obviously. I might even be out this way tomorrow if it's not raining too much. Won't be fishing, just out and about. I love getting out to the river, the children love it, so we can just make the most of it. So we can just get out and might do a bit of fishing for a few trout or something, we'll see. It's good to get the children out. I'll let you listen to the birds. Try it overhead me there, up on top of you go. Can't beat the old iced tea, lads. Honest, iced tea is so refreshing. Well, the plum, check it out. I gotta take those fresh as a button, cheese and onion. The only ones I like, cheese and onion. Boom, pinned in there. See, it's all big sunken wood, that'll stay there for years. There's a tree we cleaned out all under that yesterday, see that? That was all in the river, going across. Anyone that knows will know what I'm on about. We cut it all up, boys. The limbs we cut off of that. Now you can get a bit of fishing. I'm going to craft that little bit there sticking out there now tomorrow, but that's my bit tidying up to do below. It's coming on well. It's a papow. It's me. King Tot Tot Tot. And Khufu himself. Khufu. The joint, that is Khufu. So I throw this in there right for good measure as well. When the lads got onto my channel, I'm not sure the chap's name now. Video I put up yesterday. There's on about, you know, structures throughout the world, you know, they have used some kind of tools or technology to do the work they've done, which is astronomical amount of work they've done. To Beckley Pet there, like 12,000 years ago, like a shepherd in 1995 was walking abroad in Turkey and he kicked a rock on the ground. Now, they are saying that we were literally hunter-gatherers 5,000 years ago. Hunter-gatherers is what we were 5,000 to 6,000 years ago. But yeah, to Beckley Pet there, find it awkward to pronounce some of these names, right? But listen, the shepherd kicked the rock anyway, so they done an excavation and they found these big statues, these big monuments, like big pillars, you know, kind of like a Stonehenge kind of a thing. And there's images carved out, you know what I mean, they look like crocodiles or something. But it's a big, big area, like, you know what I mean, it's big enough here now, bigger than Stonehenge, like, because there's all parts connected to it as well, you see. But, and the big massive pillars that they erected, right? So back in the days, they're supposed to be hunter-gatherers. So if they were hunter-gatherers 5,000 years ago, how did they build that there? About 12,500 years ago. Because if you were a hunter-gatherer, you wouldn't have time for communities to get together and start hoisting up these big concrete blocks with pulleys and ropes. Now how they done it again? Because these things like are 15, 20 tons, some of them are. So, and they had to be hoisted up. So if you're a hunter-gatherer, you haven't got time, there's none of that going on. You have to have some kind of organised society. They get together and they obviously they're farming the land and they're able to have spare time to build these structures, because when you're a hunter-gatherer, there's not a lot of spare time. So basically, they couldn't have been hunter-gatherers, right? They had to have structure in their society. So that puts that hunter-gatherer shit out the window. So that puts the hunter-gatherer theory supposed to throw you out the windy. Sacks away, man. The other place, the work they done is unreal with the stone, right? The cutting they done, the laser position, right, is what it really is, right? And they dragged, I mean, you want to see the size of it, like they dragged lumps of boulders, rock, massive rocks, 70, 100 ton or 200 ton up the side of a cliff supposed to be, and stood them alongside one another. And if you look at these big rocks that they've cut out, they've like kind of knob things on them. Some of them have knob things on them. And the same in Egypt, the same in Saxaway, man. A lot of these people that have these structures, they say they didn't build them. They were passed down to their elders, you know. And then on comes the Smithsonian, and by the way, archaeologists, you know what I mean, and colleges and universities, and they say, look, I know other people say that it was handed down from their elders, or, but to mind all them, to mind them locals, to mind them people, to mind them, they don't know what they're talking about. We, from the Smithsonian and the colleges and the universities, thousands of miles away from them, we know better, we know what was going on, we know. That wasn't built no thousands of years ago. That was built in the 14th and 15th century, that's right. Mind them thousands of years ago. What would they know? They live in there thousands of years. I mean, what would they know? Them savages, yeah, that's right, them savages, that's right. Savages, you say? Yeah, savages. They built some fucking structures if they're supposed to be savages. And that, oh, well, 1 minute now, cut. Well, let me just get on to Smithsonian over. Yes, this is the Smithsonian over. How's she cutting? We're busy like nailing things down and, you know, cleaning everything on the QT. Why? How can we help you? There's joints supposed to be in America. Joints? No, where you got that information? What about all the Egyptian names they have in the Grand Canyon? You know, that Concave or G. Concave. You know, the stuff that Kincaid talked about that he found in the Grand Canyon. What about all that Egyptian stuff in there? What? No such fella, no such place, no such thing. Alright, so if there isn't such place, such thing, then why did you name all these places, and loads of places in the Grand Canyon after Egyptian, like Temple of Set, and Raw and all these places. You've given the Grand Canyon names. Could you run that by me why you might have done that? Oh, coincidence. Don't worry about that, that's a coincidence. Look, we're busy here in the Smithsonian nailing things down and covering things up. I mean, covering up things, protecting them, I mean. Yeah, we're busy here. Listen, you'll have to bug on, right? I'm out here. I've got to get a cup of coffee into me, that's right. Yeah, but I'd just like to say... Yes, hello? Welcome to the Smiths cover-up. I mean, the Smithsonian. How can we help? Well, lads, with that said, now you see me. No, you don't. We're standing right now, lads. Look, bit of fruit of our eating. Drove that down into the hogweed. I drove it into. The screws up here. She's alright. She'll move in the wind, but she'll never break unless someone snaps her. Well, lads, it was down there. I got electrocuted. I kept getting shocked after a while. Down the river, got caught on the cab wire fence. And the bull was out in the field, and I know he was looking at me too. But I was well away from him, but I was thinking, man, I'm caught up in this thorns, like, look, and I show you, like, I know it's hard to explain, but going through that in cab wire fence, you know, it wasn't that dense, but it was like that, little gap, and every time I put my hand back in the thing, I got electrocuted. I got about 15 shocks, and the bull was making shapes. It's further down now it was, and it was raining, so the electricity travels through the water, like it's a great conductor for giving you an old belt. I say I got about 15 shots before I just tore my way through it and said fuck the landing net. As I was trying to save the landing net from getting tore up the cap wire and the electric fence and the brambles and the briars. But look, long and short it was, I pulled on through with the dog's dinner at the landing net. And landing nets are handy because you can get the fish out of the water safer. And when you release him, the less damage rather than pulling him up the bank and he battering all over the place. Now I know some people like you're entitled to keep a salmon, you're fishing hard from, you know, it's not easy to get them, a lot of work has to go into obviously maintaining the river, sorting things out, and then your fishing gear, you have to buy all your gear, you got to have your licence, you got to be willing to get up early and slog on for the day and suck it up, and you know, if it was easy everyone would be fishing. But, so I can see how people like want to keep an odd salmon now and then, I can understand that. No, I'm all about catch and release, but still, I mean, it'd be nice to be able to keep an old fish, but at the minute it'd be nice to be able to see one. Not to mind keep one, can't even see one. There's the devil's spit there, one the lad said in the video. The devil's spit, and I call that the devil's garden, because look at all the hogweed in there. It's about 20 foot tall, and there are hundreds of thousands of seeds that's going to fall in there, as they've done in the past, and then they spreads down along the banks. So like all them there, look, just drop their seeds in after go up more. But I decapitated the ones I'm on about, loads of them. And I can guarantee you, when you decapitate them, or cut them down low, whoosh, they falls over. There is no seed for next year. Like underneath all that now, right, it looks prehistoric. Underneath there, there's one blade of grass growing. The leaves cover everything, the earth is pure brown under there. Nothing survives underneath it. It's invasive and it's like burned the ring out here. But you can go in alright and take precautions, cut it down. But the best time to get that now is when it's coming up, when it's first starting to come out of the ground. Is the best time to get it. Or, like it is now, the way I get it now, while the flowers are on it, cut it from the butt, it won't have time to produce new buds and produce new seeds. And you'll see, because I've done an experiment here and there to see will that grow back after I cut it from the butt. I reckon it won't, because it needs new seeds to grow back. So, check it out there.